Welcome to Retro Gaming Live TV Halloween Horror Marathon. It's been an absolute blast so far. We're just barely through day one into day two. It is approximately 5:11 a.m. Eastern. Hope you're all ready. Hope you're all having a fun, wonderful weekend. Full of the spooks, full of the creepies and the kookies and the spookies. Let's go ahead and give this next game here a go. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you're all ready for this. I'm not, but that's quite okay. It doesn't matter if I'm ready. It just matters if you're ready. And currently, I am going to go ahead and launch Medievil for the PlayStation. Again, good evening. Here I am. I am the bouncing warrior on your screen. Don't be too scared. So I am going to be playing the PlayStation 4 re-release version of it. This game originally came out on the PlayStation 1 back in 97 or 98. So this has been out for a little bit. But they went and they decided to upgrade the graphics a little bit to put it on the PlayStation 4 to keep it alive, keep it going. And I'm going to sort of do a lore percent here. This is not going to be a super speed run or anything. It's just super casual. I'm going to start it here because we're just going to be doing lore.
Simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take
Zarek, the bad guy, doesn't like the simple people nearby. Decided to raise an army and kill them.
The militia in the battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned. So,
yeah, I remember this game when it came out back in the day, 97, 98 or so. So a fair few years ago. It was a lot of fun then. There was also a second game as well. Both games were very, very good. It did suffer from a little bit of the rough camera issues that early 3D games suffered from, but yeah, no, it's okay. We deal with that. We deal with that here. It's the main retro piece of this is dealing with 3D camera percent, which, you know, retro games we never did terribly well with. But this game is available on PlayStation 4 and up. It does have 4K capability if you really want to go nuts with it. The original game, of course, did not. Everything in this game is completely from the original game. Voices, map levels, everything is exactly the same, except that it's prettier on the PlayStation 4 version. You get those lovely glossy eyeballs. That's right. Also, I have no idea what's going on with that chin. That's just wild. Spike on his chin. Not a beard or, you know, whatever. It's just a little spike coming out of his chin. It's wild. Get that checked. Also, those nails, you know, gotta clean them up a little bit. Come on, bud. Come on, bruh. It should be. I mean, it's been around for a while, but the general gist of this game is that you find out you've got this Zorak, this sorcerer guy. He doesn't like the people around him, so he decides to raise an army and conquer, kill, maim, destroy. And to do so, he's decided to summon an undead army to do so. Your main character, Daniel Fortescue, was set to try to deal with him, and according to legend, did so. But after 100 years, he came back and is now yet again tormenting the people. So clearly the job was not done. And by the way, these are the worst enemies in the game, I will add, because you can't kill them. I mean, you can, but you're not supposed to. He took their blue faces. How dare he? Also, spoopy. That's why I picked the game. It's a super spoopy game. Hope you're ready for it. That was just the intro. That was just the intro. Haven't even actually started playing yet. That was just the intro. Now we're gonna start playing. Casual lore percent. Let's go. Yeah, if you can find it, this is on PlayStation 4. I mean, it's also PlayStation 1, but I've got both copies sitting next to me, but this has got the better graphics, so might as well go with it. Everything else, audio-wise, map layout, everything is the same. And the mighty falls at the first charge. So this is what actually happened. And this is your hero, Sir Daniel Fortescue. One less eye and no jaw. Of course, that no bottom jaw thing was probably even before he became a skeleton, so, you know, details. Alright, and here we are. We are the hero of legend.
It has risen again. Sir Daniel Fortescue. See? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the savior of the day. But we knows better.
Love it.
Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Sarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
So I will state this ahead of time. I do not think I'll be able to beat this game in the time that I have allotted, but we're going to do our best to get as far as we can at least. So we're going to collect some initial things here. So the general gist of the game is to run around, kill stuff, blow stuff up with your weapons, your armor, all the fun stuff you can pick up along the way. I won't read every single book. Most of these books kind of give you a gist of how to run around and fight or use projectiles, etc. Life bottles gives you more lives / health. There are keys, there are many kinds of keys. And so the story will go. It is a fairly long game. I know there is a speedrun 100% glitchless. Well, mostly glitches, no major skips. It's like 3 hours and 30-ish minutes, 3 hours and 6 minutes. I've only given myself we've only got about 3.5 hours here for today, so we're gonna get as far as we can, but we're gonna take our time. We're gonna enjoy the game. I am gonna be collecting chalices and stuff along the way. It's been a while since I've actually finished the game, so do bear with me. So this is blind by time, not blind technically, but blind by time. So all these little things are going to tell you need to run around, kill monsters. The more monsters you kill, the more you charge the chalice. The Chalice gives you access to the Hall of Heroes, where you get additional weapons and or money. Yeah. So the journey and the battle continues on and on. Every area has a set amount of enemies and things you have to get through and kill. You don't have to go and collect all the chalices or all that fun stuff, but it does certainly make the experience a bit easier in some cases, or extends it in others. So essentially you want to make sure you explore well, fight well. These little mist pools here will allow you to heal yourself. These unfortunately are fairly scarce. They pop up when they're necessary, but they're scarce. And hi guys. Generally speaking, you're pretty hardy health-wise, but it can get away from you very quickly if you're not paying attention. So our first little puzzle here is this thing. The little angel there, you hit it, you turn it, it turns, and it opens a door somewhere along the way. My goal is to, of course, as I said, not necessarily 100%, but I do want to get all the chalices, because there is a weapon that you can get early on that is extraordinarily useful. So having it as soon as possible is great. So we are actually going to beat up on as many of these zombies and undead as we can, and then go back and collect the chalice, because it is worthwhile to do so. Alright. Along the way, you'll find gargoyle statues that'll, yell at you and make fun of you. Oop. And then you'll find these ones on the wall. Turn around. Like this one here, where you can actually run up, and using the gold you collect, you can actually buy additional ammunition or repair in some cases. We're going to go all the way back. We're going to try to go all the way back if I can remember how to get there. I can't remember how to get there. It's okay. We do need to go back, though. There it is. So this door is locked for now. We'll come back later. There's a lot of that as you go along. There are areas that you simply cannot get to until later because it's locked by a key of some sort. And this is the chalice over here. Chalice fills up when you've killed enough zombies and charged it. In the case of a level later on, as I sort of alluded to with the villagers, you actually can lose charge in certain areas. We're going to grab that. An extra vial, so more health is good. We actually don't need to kill anything anymore now. We can just keep going through the level, but I like playing the game, so. I like playing the game. Whoops, too soon. Hi, boys. So the charge attacks are great. It lets you jump in and just wail on your enemies, and hopefully bypass getting damage, because you take a lot of damage very, very easily in this game. It does not take much. Also, you can drown in deep enough water. Fortunately, they're like, hey, here's your shallow water. This is what you can walk around in. And then in a moment, it's going to be like, oop, here's what you can't walk around. You are able to get shields. Shields are useful for two things. One for blocking and bumping things. And then, of course, later on, once you've unlocked it, you have a shield dash that you get. The only problem is that the shields are fragile and will break.
Tread softly. Zarek awaits beyond these gates. The master meets with the demon from the mausoleum, hatching plots of purest evil. Forgotten nobodies would be wise to make themselves scarce.
I just love the snark in this game. The little gargoyle statues will insult you the entire time. So will these guys. It's quite funny.
Welcome to the Hall of Heroes, where the bravest warriors from history spend eternity, feasting, singing, and arm wrestling. If they think you're worthy enough, you may be able to persuade them to give you a new weapon.
And indeed, we do want to do that because there's some of these weapons that are amazing, some that are not super useful, but some are very amazing. The first one...
Captain Fortescue, it's me, Canny Tim. Does the battle go well? How I wish I could fight at your side again, sir. But hold, you could take my crossbow. It's got rapid fire and you can ricochet the darts off walls to shoot around corners. I used it at the Battle of Gallowmere. After you were slain, I shot Zarek's champion, Lord Kardok, a clean kill through the eye at some 1,000 yards. Not that there's anything clever about shooting someone in the eye, sir.
Watch it.
Oh, goodbye, sir.
So each one of these characters will give you a weapon. Eventually, you'll get this guy who gives you a sword that you can charge and do more damage with. This guy gives you a warhammer, which is by far and away one of the best weapons to get. And here's a statue of you. Unfortunately, it's not fully fleshed out because you're not an actual hero. So, yeah, you gotta work your way up to it. And also, you can knock the goblets you earn off the table. Just giggles. Alright, we're gonna equip our weapons. By the way, you have your arm. If you don't have a weapon, you have your arm you can use. You have throwing daggers that you can get, the crossbow, the shield, and then, of course, any other items that you get along your way. The crossbow is a great early weapon. It's sort of like an additional range attack that you can use. Like they said, you can rebound the shots, but you're more than likely want to actually aim it properly. Its addition to the daggers, I believe they do about the same amount of damage. You just get extra range shots with it. Side note, and I will be making use of this as I go along just because it's really good to know it's there. If you come back to the very first area, Dance Crypt, this is kind of a good tip for anybody who runs out of ammo and you don't want to actually spend money to buy more throwing daggers. You can come in here and go back through this area here. You can open up this very first chest and you get another 50 daggers for free. You still have to play out the area, but you get the 50 daggers, you get a shield, so you can refresh your copper shield if you break it, and a little bit of money. So money is somewhat infinite. It's generally just used to repair and or buy additional stuff, and you get a little bit of health from one of these vials from coming in here. So it's a good place to roll through if you need a quick refresh, because it is possible to end a level with like no health and then go into a next level with nothing on you. So in the case of that, you can come back to here and just do a quick refresh. The energy vial won't give you full health, but it's enough to get you moving again. Alright, we've been through the first part of the graveyard shenanigans. Now we've got more graveyard shenanigans. This entire first section of the game is graveyard, graveyard, graveyard. Spoopy. Plenty of zombies for the killing, or re-killing, I guess. Then there's this mess.
So, even from the shackles of death, my old enemy pursues me. You're too late, Fortescue. Already my army has risen from the grave. You will never leave this necropolis.
So at the very least, the villain of the game is very well noted, and you get to see him repeatedly through the journey. How in some games you're like, okay, here's my villain, I see him once, and then I'll see him at the end of the game, maybe. Also, you have bombs that do frequently hit you before you can get far enough away. But that's okay. Ow, I'm on fire. I'm still on fire. Come on. we do want through there. You can get in there early because there is ways around things. There is level skips and whatnot. I am not going to be doing any of the sort. One, because I don't know them. Secondly, because that's not playing the game if you're skipping everything. Alright. Enjoy the game. I mean, speedrun, it is what it is. Alright, so here you're informed that you have a shield and that you should use it. Indeed I do. We're gonna play a little Donkey Kong right now. The red ones will go in the gaps. The lava ones will go in the gaps. The large ones that are gray will not. These guys are a bit tougher zombies, but we get our next weapon here. We have the club. We're gonna quickly change the position of these. The club will break over time. But the club is useful for breaking rocks, opening paths, and in the case of the immediate nature, opening up some hidden things that we're going to need to grab to have along the way. This is absolutely required to proceed. Oop, I have found a way to get stuck already. We have to come in here to grab this. And I believe, actually, we'll talk.
Fresh air. We hate these dark old caves and their filthy stench of old witches. A coven of the warty old hags lived here once. Unholy fires burning all night while they brewed up unspeakable muck in their cauldrons. They moved on years back, but the smell still makes our eyes sting.
As a note, again, the clubs are stronger than the sword. They break, and they can be lit on fire, which is actually quite useful. While they're lit on fire, they do technically also lose durability over time, but we don't want to wait too long. Oh, because we needed it. And we weren't ready for that. So, let me deal with some unwanteds here real quick. Okay, go back out, get my fire. Run back in. Excuse me. I used my fire on the zombies instead of on the cauldron. It will burn out, and it will take some stamina off the club. But here we go. And the reason why we wanted to deal with this, by the way, once you run out of life bar, you use your life bottles, which you can refill with anything that will refill it, whether it's a healing spot or a elixir. There's the chalice. There's a refresh on our shield. A little bit of money, and the reason we came down here, which is the talisman. We do need that. There's a couple spots further on in the game you have to have that for. And we're done in this room. We've got everything here. There is another little secret right here. Ow, I'm on fire. Ow, I'm on fire. Ow, I'm on fire.
A guide to covens for witches and witchcraft enthusiasts. And
short version is you need the talisman to be able to summon the witches later. Adventure! But we got what we came for. We got the club, we got the talisman. And you remember me earlier saying getting the chalices will get you weapons. One of the very first weapons that we get, which is an amazing weapon to get as soon as heckin' possible. Ow. We don't need all the gold, so I'm not worried about that. We can break these stones, by the way, with our club. If we beat the club to the punch, or beat the rock to the punch, if you will. And if you want to collect all these treasures along the way, you can. You can not jump over. But you can club these, and they hurt if you get run into, so. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, you guys can stop now.
Fail the master. We give our lives.
Alright. Now that we've gotten a fair amount of damage on our club, we're gonna heal up real quick. You heal your normal health bar, and then you heal your life bottles, which is what we want. They're sort of like extra lives, or rather just extra life bar. Grab this chest of coins, and then move along. This is a really cool game. Yeah, like I said, it is identical to the original version, except in the fact that it's just significantly improved in the graphics is all.
Back from the battle so soon? It must think it is a hero by now. But only a true hero is worthy of a place in the Hall of Heroes. See the ghostly statue of your fraudster self? When it has turned solid, a true hero you will be.
And it takes many, 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 many ones of this. So, this is not the upgrade we want. We have to get one more chalice to get the weapon that I want.
Hurrah!
But this will work.
I knew it would
for
take
now.
more than an army of the evil dead to throw your strider. I have something that may help you on your quest, Captain. I give it to you freely, though I have no idea what it is.
And a life bottle, which is fantastic. Does he drop money too? Okay, maybe not this time. So we got some health, an extra life bottle, which is great. We're going to need that. Certain levels, you're not going to use that much health if you're careful enough. Most of the game's not too bad. But some of the areas, you just churn through health so fast. If you die, you basically restart whatever stage you're on, which can be fairly devastating on some levels, because some levels can take a while. But if you're careful, you charge up your shot, you keep the enemies away from you as much as you can, it's not too bad. Yeah, we're gonna say hello to a bunch of these goblin imps. This is the stage that introduces a creature that can steal your weapons. That's right, all those things, those weapons and stuff that you've taken the time to earn, these guys can, certain ones of these guys can steal it from you. Again, the only reason why we're taking the time to kill all of these, again, is because we do want to collect the chalice at the end. Oh, you set me on fire, you jerk. Come here. Unfortunately, Dan is fairly susceptible to being lit on fire. There's a few gold treasures here. So we turn around and blip. Crack some of these open. Matter of fact, you're expected to, because one of these is actually the pathway on. There's money and vials in some of these, so that's why I did it. And down we go. And soon... Get some. Alright, I don't recall what way we want to go first. We're going to go this way. Spikes will hurt a lot, so you don't want to hit them. Also, you see that big glowing thing in the background? That's a key. Yeah, we don't want to grab that immediately, because the moment we grab that, something very horrible is going to happen. So we want to grab health ups, kill monsters. We want all of the credit experience that we can get. And time to run. Time to run. Alright. That's one halt. Correct. Is this the way? That's the way. Alright, now this is the room where you have the little dinguses that can steal your gear. So let's go ahead and switch over to that. Oh, you're not gonna let me. Of course you won't let me. So the ones that can steal your gear are the ones that aren't wearing the ones that are not carrying torches. They'll steal your sword. They'll steal whatever's equipped. And if you get to the point where you have no weapons left, you actually can use your arm to fight. And those guys can even steal your arm. Because, you know, it's fair like that. Wait, did we just... Never mind. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, and your arm does, like, no damage. Yeah, losing the sword isn't super devastating because usually at this point you do also have the club. And say hello to the moon room and the chaos room. And you got this poor guy who's doing his best to play, but he doesn't have his music sheet, so he's just trying. He's trying his best. I'm not gonna buy things yet. We'll come back and we'll help him out in a bit. Mostly because the chalice is locked behind him, so we do want to come back here. Alright, so we do have a couple keys. We got a red key. And we've got plenty more spikes, and I just don't feel like running into them today. Oh, and another shield, if you feel like you need another shield. And another club, I believe. Or daggers? Daggers. That's important. Actually, it's really important, because if you don't have any throwables, what's going to happen very shortly becomes extremely difficult. Come on. There you go. So the lore of this area, the boss of this area has a frozen heart. And to be able to deal with him, you have to destroy said frozen heart. One of the books there tells you about that. I know I said this was going to be sort of a lore percent, and I apologize, it's not really been super lore percenty, but it's fine. It'll be alright. And I can't get back up there to go the other direction, so we have to do the boss first. Oh, I'm sorry. Spoilers. Wait, can I go back without touching that? Yes, I can. Alright, so we'll do the boss in a moment. Because I can go back first. So this is what happens when you do 100%. You're going to end up backtracking a bit. You're going to end up backtracking a lot. To be able to finish this area and do it justice, you have to go through a lot of areas several times. And as promised, I have the music sheet there. Oh, there's a vial hiding there. And time to move. Also, if you end up having an area where you can fall through the floor or fall out of the map, you just lose it. You'll lose a health vial instead. So you basically lose, quote, a life. Alright. Let's see if we can return... Yes, we can. Mr. I don't want to touch the glowy thing, because that means I'll start the fight. I don't want to do that just yet. Mr. Skeleton pianist here, I have some sheet music for you. And we have treasure and the chalice, and we're loaded. I will go ahead and actually fill up on my bolts now, because we're going to need them. So this is the very first boss of the game. This is the stained glass monster, and he's pretty wicked the first time you run into him. Most of the bosses have a gimmick. Most of the bosses have a very specific way to fight them. This one was difficult at first back in the day because you didn't know what you were supposed to do, and if you ran out of daggers or you didn't have the crossbow, this fight became a lot worse. Hi, how you doing? Gonna do a little run around here. Check that run. And now we hit him with our crossbow or dagger, whatever we have, and we run. speedrun wouldn't even stop shooting. They would just tank the hits. What you gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it? Nothing. What you gonna do about it? I'm gonna be over here. And we run. Or he does nothing and I just somehow dodge every bit of damage. Jump. 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 Yeah, I should have taken hits there, but for some reason I didn't. And this should do him in. There we go. So yes, we had to break his heart twice. How nice of us. And the key. And there we go. That is the very first boss of the game complete. By the way, the speedrun would have finished, would have gotten past this point in about 6 or 7 minutes.
It's the Hall of Heroes shopping mall. Bargain hunters should check out the ground floor. Well-to-do shoppers should check out the upper floor. That's where it's at.
And again, the more of the chalices you get, the more that appear on the table, and you can just run through them, knock them over, just because it's funny. And this is what we came here for.
What's this I hear about that archcad Zarok still being alive? Thought you killed the fella. Never mind, you old warhorse. Better show him what's what, eh? I expect Johnny's zombies a bit more of a handful than you remember. How are you doing for weapons? Here, take my warhammer. It'll smash anything and it won't fall apart like a club. I only ever get to use it cracking walnuts around this place. Nonsense, Fortescue. I won't take no for an answer. Knock a few heads for old Stan your iron hewer, eh?
And by far and away, my favorite weapon in the game. I do keep a hand on the sword, of course. It's a little bit faster, but this hits as hard as the club. It does not have a durability issue, and it has this really cool massive area damage attack that it can do, which is great, and I use the bejeebus out of it. The club is still useful because it still can be used as a torch. So we do still end up using the club, but I've got the Warhammer now, and that makes me very happy. So much so that I'm going to immediately go back to the very first area of the game again, because there's something very notable there. If you saw that little check mark in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, there's actually two symbols there. There's one that says you've beaten a level, and there's another one that says you've collected the chalice. While there's not a chalice in this level, we're going to go ahead and grab the money, the knives again. We don't need another shield. We're good there. But we're coming back here for a very particular reason, and that's because there's a secret even in the very first area of the game. That is another life vial, which we are more than happy to come back here and collect. So we already have 4 health vials within 3 levels, and that is amazing. And the hammer, which is also amazing. Now again, I don't know where all the health vials are in the game. I just know about that one as an aside. But because we have that, we can now continue on back to the graveyard. We're going into the graveyard in a different direction, which means we do end up having to we do have the ability to collect the chalice yet again. So we're going to do that. So I offered this game just because this is one of the games I've had in my collection for a while. Oops, hello everybody. Say hello. Say goodbye. And having the remastered version here is a lot of fun because it's the same game, but it's a heck of a lot easier to see. It's a heck of a lot easier to kind of control. One of the issues back in the day with a lot of the older PlayStation games and some 64 games as well, is that they had a kind of a fog of war thing that they had to do just for rendering and to make the game playable on the older systems. Because some of the games were very, very ambitious, but the only way they could get them to work is they had to kind of reduce what was on the screen. And they did it usually by doing a fog of war or something akin to that. I believe this game had something similar to that in the original, so it wasn't always the most visible, but with the HD, 4K, blah, 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 hype remix shenanigans, it makes things a lot easier to see. I'm gonna get blown up. That's fine. So we're gonna go ahead and continue to wreck face as much as we can. Oh, you guys are still down here. By the way, I can hit you from up here. I believe that's just another armor. Oh, we got the silver shield now. Copper shield has 150 durability. The silver shield has 250 durability. And again, we can still buy bolts and... Ooh, you know what? We'll upgrade it. Reap up on our bolts. We won't be using the bolts for a bit. I think we're good here. Ow. So there is another chalice here. Again, we do want to make sure we collect it. But again, because we have to build up our meter, if you will, we do have to kill all these enemies along the way. And some enemies, that does mean killing anywhere from 80% to nearly 100% of the enemies to do so. Let's see. Okay, so there's a healing thing there, which means there's a an aside here. I believe you just get there this way, don't you? I did it earlier today. Come on, you sneak around. There it is. So if you ever need health up, these pools are what you need for that, or maybe some vials occasionally. But we come back here. Why? Because remember that locked door from earlier? Yeah, that's what we got the key for, is to open this door specifically. Also, I think this game, even as a remaster, was still freaking cheap. I think it was like 20 bucks, brand new when I bought it. I actually have the receipt in my box. No, it was 30. Okay, I thought it was 20. That's fine. If you're like me, sometimes you're goofy and you keep the receipts with the game when you buy it. So like years later, you're like, oh, I still have the receipt with this. How much did I pay for it? It was 30. It's a 30 bucks well spent. Left side. There's a doggy up here, a zombie doggy. I'll take that. And we're almost at chalice level here. Not quite. That guy just killed himself. That's unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't hurt my total collection. Grab that. Grab that. There's the chalice, and we have two directions we can go. Remember what I said earlier about camera? Yeah, early 3D games suffered from camera shenanigans, which is generally why I never really got into too many of the early 3D games. I never cared for having to deal with camera angles, because you have to spin it around to get the right view to be able to see the heck you're doing. Hi. Was there anything up here other than going back? I know I do need to go around here. There's a shop there. There's another vial here. Is that just a little heal? It's a little heal. Yeah. We're done on this side, so go back. I might have to jump back into the main area to go back, though. Nope. It'll let me. Good. And, of course, while we're here, grab the chalice. If I can find it. So there are bigger zombies here, and you have to hit them. If you want to one-hit them, you have to do it with a hammer. The sword will not one-shot those zombies. Also, 3D shenanigans, getting stuck on things happens to me. Alley-oop. And our second boss of the game. Let's go. Rio09 raid, thank you very much. Appreciate the raid. Welcome to Retro Gaming Live TV. We are in the middle of our Halloween Horror Marathon 2023. My name is Wepen. I'll be playing Medieval here for the next little bit. You guys want to attack me? You guys want to? There you go. There you go. Alright, next. Come on. Yeah, most of the bosses have a gimmick. Most of the bosses have a gimmick, and you can only hit them when they do a very, very specific set of moves. Got him. Ow, ow, ow. My guy. Ow. Sir. And there we go. We got that boss beaten. We're going to sink back just a little bit, get a little bit of a refresher before we leave. Always good to do this before you go to the next level, especially if you're being very casual about it, because, I mean, it's exactly what I'm doing. I'm being very, very casual about this playthrough, because it is a casual playthrough.
All has changed outside the necropolis. Paths go this way, paths go that way. Nasty, painful death waits round every turn and over every hill.
That it does.
Voyage.
Good luck. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to, there's no way I'm going to be able to beat this game in the time that I have set, although, you know, the world record run 100% is like 3 hours and 6 minutes. I have a time of 3 hours 30 I'm playing, so it's not going to happen. I'm just playing super casually. Alright.
Bravo, Fortescue! Some of the other chaps wagered Zarok would be using your ribcage as a toast rack by now. But I knew you'd pull through. Here, I have a little extra something here I can give you. Could help the old quest. You want it?
Absolutely. It's just money, but unfortunately, to get the next weapons, you have to complete the hero chalices as you go. The hero chalices as you get them, I'll note, it doesn't matter what area you get the chalice from, you always collect your rewards in order. So the first two rewards are from this guy. He gives you the crossbow and the health up. This guy gives you the hammer and some money. This guy gives you a sword, and I believe he also gives you, this character gives you a sword and money, I believe, as well. Before you can go upstairs where you can start collecting some of the other gear. But far and away, the hammer is just the best weapon in the game, aside the super-powered sword, which is basically like the enchanted sword, except you don't have to pay to enchant it, I believe. Could be wrong. So now we have branching paths that we can go. The next place we can go is either the forest or we can go to the Scarecrow Fields. There is a thing that we can do in this area, but we can't complete this area until later. So we're going to go to the Scarecrow Fields first. Actually, I think we could still go to that area without having everything. It's just I'm going to go this way first because I'm familiar enough with this way. I'm just going to go this way. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So there is a monster in this area that is that thing. Those things were the bane of my existence as a kid. Because those things, they're very, very tough. They take a lot of damage. And if you're not careful, they will just ruin your day. For two reasons. One, they will do the spin action that is very difficult to dodge. And secondly, they'll just randomly drop crows. And those crows will also do damage. Thankfully, with this hammer attack that I've got, I can sort of keep them at a distance, and I can definitely kill the crows before they do too much damage. And I am going to kill these guys, of course, because I need meter. Value meter. And now we have the farmers, and now you're going to see why the this weapon really shines. Because I can hit the enemies behind me running away. And got him. So this is why I like the hammer. Now, you can break these hay piles. But what's neat about these hay piles is, for a while, they're going to continue to spawn these farmer creatures. And we do want to keep killing these farmer creatures because that is one of the ways we gain that lovely bit of experience. Also, thank you for the Wario image there. Love it, love it. Alright, we need the rune for that. The rune that just leads us to some healing stuff. But we do want to continue to kill as many of these things as we can. Because we do want that chalice. We do want to continue to get the weapons. There are some other weapons in the game that you can get that are pretty neat. Not many of them are super required for anything, but you know, we'd enjoy the game to its fullest. That's what I'm doing with this particular go through. Oh, there's a shop gargoyle and a health one. I don't need the health, so I'm not gonna grab it. All right, any more bodies in this? There is, and he's just standing in there taking it. Yep. There's another one. Yeah, even with a full-on hammer shot, those guys don't die in a hit. And it's not endless, but alright, so let's go ahead and oh, I don't want that one there, I want this one there. Let's go ahead and carefully take our giant chicken leg and deal with the piles. So even with the Warhammer unlocked, there's still value in having the club. We are going to want the crossbow for this. Say hello to our mini bosses. I have to wait until he actually starts moving before I can even start hitting them. And this is another one of those enemies that took me forever to figure out as a kid. Doesn't seem like it should have, but it did. And there are bats in here. There's also a pile here. We're not going to go out and burn it and come back to burn it because it doesn't really matter. There's another club. So if you needed the club, now you got one. But mostly we needed the earth rune. Wait for that. There is a health pool there. We're not going to use it just yet. Don't need to. And we got another lovely skeleton, not so friend. Not a skeleton, scarecrow. Yep, the scarecrows are nasty. As a kid, I could never figure out how to defeat them. Of course, as a kid, I probably didn't collect enough of the I didn't collect enough of the chalices to get the hammer, at least initially. I'm going to hide behind this wall because I'm going to abuse the environment. And I'm going to abuse the fact that this could hit behind me. I can't see you. There you go. I think we're going to go ahead and use that pool of health now. There's another refresh on a shield if we needed it. We didn't, but we're going to take it. Let's go grab that health pool real quick. We're down a life bottle worth. And we need our crossbow or knives. Either one will do the job here. The crossbow fires farther, so it's nice to have the crossbow. It's a little bit more consistent on the range. Ow, 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 ow. Oh, hi. I think the throwing daggers do the same amount of damage as the crossbow, but the crossbow is just, like I said, it's more consistent on the range. Alright, here is some more villains we get to hammer. So here we have introduced the cornfields. We do not want to spend any more time in the cornfields than we need to. Because you see that those little goblins there? Yeah, if we spend too much time in the cornfields, they come out and instantly kill you. So you have maybe a half a second, 2 seconds to meander into the cornfield if you want to try to, say, catch the little health vial that's over there. But more than that, you'll end up losing a full life. All right. Any more in that pile? Nope. If we got this friend, we can have tag along with us for a minute. Ow. And he'll go around and he'll kill stuff for us. And I believe it does still count. And we are close to what we need to be able to. Oh yeah. Kill the scarecrow. Get him. Anyways. So we're gonna have to go through the hay fields here. And we do have fire, which we don't need. I will go ahead and grab this though. Why not? And we're gonna keep moving, killing some more things as we're able to get to it. Come on, come on, come on. I don't know if you get full marks if you let the serpent thing kill things, but it doesn't seem to matter. There we go. And 3 more percent. Will you be the 3%? You are the 3%. Excellent. So we can't get the chalice because the chalice is locked on the other side of the field. And to get to the other side of the field, we need a combine to go ahead and make the way for us. So we have to go through these little mini puzzles here. Or traps, I guess, would be more reasonable to say. Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Those traps will do a heckin' amount of damage if you get caught in them. So we're going to try not to get caught in them. I'm just going to go ahead and damage boost through these because it's significantly faster. This one here, I will do the jump, do the jump. We don't want to take the first hole because the first hole doesn't give us what we need. That was a cog. That cog is what we need. Ow. You see, I already lost the health vial because I wasn't taking my time to jump properly. Come on. But that cog is what we needed to fix the combine. So we're going to go back, fix the combine, and that's going to net us our chalice for the area. Well, I guess we can get some muns. Don't really need the muns, but I guess we'll get them along the way. Dodge the scarecrow that's over here. Goodbye. I said goodbye, sir. We've got some more enemies wandering around. We're not gonna monkey with them too much. We'll let them be. We got what we needed. We got what we came for. Alright. We do have bats floating around, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch over to my sword. Just so that I don't have to deal with them. There's one more. And there it is. Okay. Up here. Up here. Up. I said up. Up. And up. And I believe it's another shield, right? Yeah. It's a copper shield. So, as a fun note, you can collect multiple shields of the types, at least. So I have a copper and a silver shield. There is also eventually a gold shield. Alright, bring this thing down. There's the combine, although it's a very peculiar combine. There we go. Harvester, whatever. And there it goes. And we'll follow it out. And we follow it all the way out. We use it as a bridge because we fall down, we get hurt. There's another full life vial, the chalice, bunches of money. And if we needed to, well, no. He's not there. Alright. And so with that, we have completed the stage and collected the life vial. And we're going to do our best to kind of dodge these enemies. I mean, we could be using our dash. That would be too easy. Ow, ow. I just busted part of my shield up, charging into the windmill. Are you seriously gonna chase me the entire way? Are you seriously gonna chase me the entire way? Amazing. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and take this because we're done with the level. We might as well go ahead and top off. And again, we're just going to damage boost through here because I don't want to have to wait. And immediately lose some of the health I topped off with. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. And we're off. Oh, I didn't talk to the head. I'm sorry. I mean to talk to the gargoyle heads, but I was too focused on moving forward. Speaking of moving forward. We have 5, so we're going to get the next location, which is this guy. He's going to give us a sword.
Fortescue, you jawless arrow magnet. What are you doing back here? What? Call me Mr. Woden the Mighty. How I pity the people of Gallowmere, that their fate should once again be in the hands of a chump like you. Still, I suppose it's not fair to take it out on them. Take my sword, and do try not to stab yourself in the foot. You know, I've always had my doubts about you, Fortescue. You're just not carved from hero material.
Alright, and I'm going to immediately switch off the weapon because I don't want to burn the energy on it. But you've got the small sword, which is your normal weapon. You have the enchanted sword, which is a stronger sword, but with it, when it's enchanted, you get a lot more damage out of it. We're going to go ahead and put this on there so I don't waste the energy on it. You can buy a recharge for that sword from the gargoyle vendors, and it is a good thing to do that. Keep the sword for fights where it would be useful. Or you can use it whenever you like. It really doesn't matter. You play how you want. Yeah, Dan is definitely the butt of the joke. If you didn't catch it, the story is that Daniel Fortescue was the hero of the Battle of Gallowmere, a fight against the evil wizard Zarak, sorcerer Zarak, who essentially set undead against the people of this sleepy little town. And in the very first charge against him, took an arrow to the face. Not an arrow to the knee, an arrow to the face. The eye specifically, which is why your character only has one eye. And despite that, he's still regarded as a hero of legend by people because they just simply don't know any better. We're going to come back this way anyways. We're going to keep wandering. Ow. Those explode, by the way. And so all of the heroes of the Hall of Heroes repeatedly insult him because you're not a hero because you didn't actually do anything. You died before you had a chance to become said hero. So now you're alive again because Zarok is still alive and he's trying to, excuse me, yet again take over the world, I guess. So, as happenstance would be, he walked by your grave, revived you, and now you have the chance to try to redeem yourself from the lack of actually being the real hero everybody thinks you are. Except for the Hall of Heroes who know better. Will you not? Oh, too close. Nice. So you do end up making plenty of money through the game. The money is exclusively for the purpose of recharging your ammunition and your weapons that have a magic charge. I wanted to say eventually you get shields. You can buy the shields with it, but I don't think that's true. Alright, so we can't move forward because we don't have any of our keys. That meant that we walked right by what we needed to early on, so we're going to go back. Because you have to come way back there anyways later on once you get the chalices charged. So the only way you can get to the Hall of Heroes is to complete the chalices. To complete the challenges, you have to defeat a metric boatload of enemies. Generally in every area, it's anywhere between like 75% to 100% of the enemies. It depends on the area. In some areas, it's not performing certain actions, which you'll... Excuse you. Hi. You'll see here shortly. There's another club in case you needed it. So the game doesn't leave you completely hapless, hopeless, whatever. Let's not go that way yet. And what I mean by that is, I'm running around with this hammer. You may not have this hammer if you didn't... Ow, another one of these, I keep forgetting they're there. You may not have this hammer the first way coming through these areas, because you'll end up, if you didn't end up getting the chalices beforehand, which I believe you need at least 3 of the chalices to get the hammer. You'll need the... Excuse me. You'll need the club, and the club can break. What am I doing? There it is. This, however, does not break. And yes, this is going to be a common sight for this game the entire time, me running around with a hammer behind my head, charged up like frickin' Thor. Hell yes. Problem is, oh come on, I was trying to be clever. These. Alright, key obtained. We'll end up having to go all the way back though for the chalice, but until then, excuse me. And they're just gonna wait for me. Because AI is gonna AI. Hey, excuse me. You're supposed to wait. Anybody like smashing pumpkins? Good time of year for it. Looking for the enemies because I need the pumpkin power, if you will. Oh, hi, found him. All right. Let's see. Remind myself, I don't have this key yet. There is a recharge pool there if I need it. I don't as of the moment. Alright. Oh, explodey pumpkins, explodey pumpkins. There we go. Now, this is where 3D games tend to get annoying just a little bit. Is understanding the depth of where your character is. I will undoubtedly take a plunge here fairly shortly. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Oh look, a shiny green thing. I will take the shiny green thing. And more monsters, which I do want to deal with. There we go. And while we're back here, we could probably take advantage of the healing pool, but we may not need to. There's monsters. There's at least pumpkins along the way. Look at the mess we're making. Look at the mess we're making. Camera, please. Camera, please. Yep. Camera, please. There's the key. Now have that gold key and a refreshed shield. Can I just jump off the edge? I cannot. Okay. All the way back down. Now, where was that gold locked door? I don't need the healing thing. I don't want to go forward. Just actually, I do. I don't want to go forward. You do. I don't. You do. I don't. You don't. I do. Womp 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 womp. I will get moving forward. We'll be back. We'll be back. Because we still have a little bit more meter to get. We've got a lot more meter to get. I know you. I walked with this pumpkin patch before. Hey, you don't like jumping through 3D things where you can die super easy. Alright, there's the door. And ow. Oh, hi. So once we get to the end, oh, yeah, I do absolutely want to keep fighting these pumpkins. Is there more? I'm hearing it. I'm not seeing it, but I'm hearing it. Ow. Almost done. That should do it. Alright, now we gotta go all the way heckin' back to get the chalice. This leads out, does it not? Yep, sure does. Boo, 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 boo. Smashing rocks. Smashing pumpkins. Ow. 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 Itchy face. Okay. So now we wander all the way back. So this is why you, if you see people trying to speedrun this, they're probably not going to be doing all the items, because this is exactly what happens. Or all the chalices, because it's a pain in the butt to get them all. Because now I have to go essentially all the way back to the beginning of the stage just to collect it. Usually it's worth it. Usually it's worth it. Life vials, weapons, you know. So all the way back here to go collect that. I want to be careful not to run into an enemy because I don't want to lose shield meter, but it's the only way we really get around quickly is doing the dash. Alright, where's my pit of despair? Do I need to refill on anything? I absolutely do not. So yeah, it never makes sense to buy throwing daggers, because unless you're in a level and you desperately need it in that level, you can just go back to Dan's crypt way at the beginning of the game, and you can get a free pack of daggers. It's usually never any sense to buy it. The crossbow bolts, on the other hand, make sense. And there we go. Now we make our way all the way back to where we were. Ow. And there we go. I promised a death there on these toadstools. I have not followed through with it. I'm actually stunned. Because it's really easy to miss jumps. Especially simple jumps. It's really easy to miss. And lose a full health vial as a result. Alley-oop.
All bow down before the master of the vegetable patch. The prize-winning plant who can summon an army of cabbage with a wave of his noble tendril. He's delicious, he's nutritious, he's Zarok's secret recipe. He's the Pumpkin King.
And so, we go to fight the Pumpkin King. Not Jack Skellington, though. No. No, he's not in this. Not to be featured in this game, not to be confused.
Gaining allies in the Hall of the Heroes is the way forward. Hack, choppity chop, off with a few zombies' heads, and it thinks it can redeem itself in battle. You still have a long way to go to rank as the best.
Indeed. Alright. But we take our hammer, we take ourselves, and this is the last thing on the bottom floor to collect.
By God, Fortescue, you must be the luckiest corpse ever to walk the face of the earth. I have something here I can lend to you. Take it or leave it, but remember, I'm only doing this for the sake of Galomir's doomed population, and not for you, you gangly buffoon.
The nicest of the heroes of the Hall of Heroes. Knock over your chalices, jerk. Where are we at? Hour 20. We're making way. We're making headway pretty quick here. Onward to the Pumpkin Patch. Or the Pumpkin Serpent. Or the Pumpkin King. I don't know. It calls it the Pumpkin Serpent level, but it's the Pumpkin King, so I don't know why it's called Serpent. It's goofy. There might have been a weird titling issue. I don't know. Alright. Unsurprisingly, we get to do more of what we've been doing. Also here... Ooh, sidestep. So now we get these guys that can actually spit. So there is another place we could have done this, but we didn't do it yet. So we're going to do it here first. Danny Daddell. Danny Daddell. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate that.
Pumpkin witch. I'm like a mother to those pumpkins. I give them all the love and care a young fruit could ever ask for. From the moment they first push a shoot above the soil, right up until their heads are cut off and eaten. And look, see how they repay me, running around and causing mischief. That nasty old big pumpkin has a bad influence on the young seedlings. If you teach him a lesson in manners, I might give you a nice present.
FYI, this particular witch is absolutely required. Of course, you're here anyway, so, you know. Oh, hi. Can you guys relax a little bit? That'd be great. And there is our Pumpkin King. He's just chilling. I don't want to break the chests yet. I want to use them on the Pumpkin King because, sure, they're there for a reason. You can see my meter's already up fairly high. Oh, what did I just do? So usually the health pools will refresh about 2 life bars worth. So kind of want to save it till then. I don't want to break the explosives yet. Yeah, I hear you. The chalice can now be collected, although you cannot access the chalice for a bit. There's a certain vegetable that needs dealt with before you can access it. Hey, is everyone tucked back here? No. I'll probably get at that heal spot anytime now. Did I miss? I did. Back here at the beginning. Little bag of gold. Where's your other arm? Your other growths? Come on. Is there one back in here? Okay, we want to go in that well, but we can't do it for a bit. There it is. Thought I broke it. Alright, now our next boss. Look how lovely the Pumpkin King looks without him now. Also, yeah, he'll start chucking... They'll start chucking pumpkins at you if you're not close by. Oh, actually, I guess I got to hit him. I guess I have to fight the boss. Alright, so he puts up the things again, so you gotta run around, you gotta find them. And the longer it takes for you to break them, the more health he gets back. And of course, the adventure wouldn't be complete without having to have some of the enemies refreshed. Where is the other one? I've already missed it, I'm sure. That's fine. He has a sufficient enough amount of weakness to being hammered that it's fine. Okay, let's see. This one is by one of the houses, that one's in the back, and that one's by the water. Okay. Yeah, he's looking healthy, doesn't he? Doesn't look like a healthy giant pumpkin. He's looking good. Ow, ow, ow. Nope, don't get hit by the tentacles. That's one dead Pumpkin King. Excellent. Alright, at this point, let's see, do we have to deal with those guys that were running around? No, okay. We're gonna go ahead and get a quick refresher. That should heal up fully what I've got broken down. And check. We're gonna go visit the witch. She's going to give us an item we need. Not right now, but we're going to need it eventually.
A most edifying spectacle, sir. Man and vegetable in a magnificent duel to the death. Oh, I've come over all of a doodah. Here, have this lovely dragon gem as your reward. Oh, lovely, majestic creatures dragons are.
Alright, and there is the dragon gem, one of two that we're going to need eventually. I don't know if we're going to get to the point of being able to turn those in today, but, you know. Alright, that is the chalice. We can see if we need to charge up on anything. The answer is no, we don't still, because we haven't been using our things that could, you know, the sword would have been a great thing to use there, but, you know. I didn't. I do like hammer time. Is there a face here to talk to on the way out? Nope. Alright. Second crew with the raid. Thanks, guys. Hope you did well. Hope you're doing swell. You've caught us in the middle of Halloween Horror Marathon 2023. Again, my name is Wepen, playing some Medieval. Fun game. The game came out in 97 or 98. The remake hit the shelves in 2017, 2018, somewhere around there.
Around in your bones, Fortescue. You're so nouveau dead. I, Ravenhooves, last prince of the centaurs, have not galloped the earth in over 10,000 years. Do yourself a favor, Fortescue. Take my longbow, more powerful than a crossbow. The option of flaming arrows, it is truly the weapon of noblemen. Congratulations! You don't quite have my breeding, Mr. Johnny-come-lately, but there's hope for you yet.
Now we have another weapon. I'm not going to be using it for the time being. We'll leave it on our secondary, though. I was saying, this is a remake that came on the PlayStation 4 around 2017, 2018. It is 100% the exact same game, with the exception of the graphics have been severely increased. Otherwise, the voice acting is all identical to the original. The maps, the interactions, everything is identical. But obviously graphics have been significantly improved. And why, yes, this is Retro Gaming Live TV. The game is amazing. We just have a bit better graphics to make it a little bit more quality. So this is the level that kind of sucks to do. It's not hard, but it sucks because these guys running around, you can't hurt them, or you can't kill them. I mean, you technically can.
Poor villagers. The master possesses them. It mustn't hurt them. Hurt guards, though. They seek out an object of great power.
So you can absolutely kill these characters that are running around, but you don't want to, because if you noticed, we start with a fair amount of meter to begin with, and when I say meter, I mean progress to the chalice. We've already got progress for it. We'll be back. If we kill any of the villagers, we lose that. I think you can accidentally kill maybe 1 or 2 of the villagers, but if you kill more than 1 or 2 of the villagers, you lose access to getting the chalice in the stage. So it's really, really super annoying because you have to dodge them and you have to try not to hurt them. So the general gist is there is an object in this town that we need to continue the game. And to get said object, we have to go through the rigmarole of trying not to kill the townsfolk. You also find out that access to said hidden relic is behind the church, and there's a key in the church which leads elsewhere. So we have a cast of a cross. We are going to use that cast of a cross to create another one, but to do that we need metal. So we've got to go find the metal head of the mayor to go ahead and make that cross. There's a whole story here. I'm not going to really hit every single little trigger point to show how or what that is, but just know that that's the process here. Where is? Why are you like this? Yeah, this level sucks because you have to do your darndest to not hurt anybody. And it's really easy to be like, oh, I'm just going to start swinging. Like, no. You're gonna get in trouble if you do. Especially if you want the chalices. If you don't want the chalices, it doesn't matter. The speed run of it, of the energy percent doesn't even bother. Where is? Let's see. We still need another. Hold on. There it is. Yep, we need this. Nope, lady. No, lady. Alright, so where was the storage room? That wasn't it. The little devil girls are the worst. You can at least jump over those. Nope, nope, lady, I'm sorry. Put the pan away. Ow, ow. Okay, so that's where we're going to take the cross once we've gotten the last piece, the piece that we need. Alright, where was the storage room? That's not it. There it is. We preemptively moved the barrel where we needed it. Rats. And here's the spot where we're probably going to end up hurting somebody. Gotta get the key. There it is. And that's the bust that we need, but to get that bust, we had to get the key, come back downstairs, say hello to this guy, shove him out of the way. Try not to take any more damage than necessary, because these guys hurt. Can you not? Can you? Thank you. So we needed that landlord's bust to be able to create a new crucifix for the church, which is the key to a key. You have to get the key to get to a key to get to the key to get to the key. Alright. And because we've done that, we've triggered enough of the process that we're now finally going to see guards popping up in the town. Now that they're in the town, I can finally start taking them out and get most of the rest of the meter to get the chalice.
The shadow artifact, Lord Zarek will have us mocking out the demons for the next millennium.
So there is a good handful of these guys, and we do want to take them all out. So we're going to make a circle or two around the town just to make sure we've caught them all. There aren't many of them, thank goodness, but we do still have to catch them. If we find the blacksmithery before then, we'll go there first. These guys hurt a little bit too. They're not as annoying as the townsfolk, but... There we go. Blacksmith. Where's it? See, there's a bunch of guys behind there. I can't get there yet. There is still one or two townsfolk buzzing around. We gotta watch out for. That is not where I need to go. I think there's still one or two. Yep, there he is. And there's a shopkeep if I need to recharge my weapons. Alright. Blacksmith. Who's got the blacksmith? That's the church. I don't need the church. Not yet. There it is. Alright. And one of the most difficult puzzles in the game. I'm joking, obviously, but still. You just have to know that you have to do this for like a half a freaking hour. Alright, and now we go back to the church, which is right next door. We didn't go in here at all yet because we didn't need to, but since we're here. Okay. Take the 2 steps over to turn it in. Which opens a door, which gets a key, which opens another door. Wrong way already. Wrong way again. Nope. Nope. I'll find it eventually. Don't worry about it. We'll get there. Alright. And there's still this guy. He's still here. All of the other villagers have gone away except for that one. We still have one we can knock out. We don't want to, but we can. Hey, how you doing? You die? He's like, nah, I don't think I will. Alright, you'll notice we are just ever so shy. I don't believe there was another guard over on this side of the map. That's fine. So another case where we have to backtrack once we get the exact amount that we needed. And if you took the time and you killed any of the townsfolk, you're going to be in trouble to get continual, or get the chalice. So we do have to run up there, kill those guys, open the door, and then come back. But first, we got what we came for, and that is a creepy hand. Shadow artifact obtained. And we're going to open a... Come on, game. Yeah, put a hole in the wall. There's the chalice. We're going to wait to pick up the chalice. Are you serious? He walked back into town. So now I'm going to have to push through him. He walked back into town, so I have to drag him back here. Or he's just going to keep blocking me right freaking there. Thank you. I don't care that you see me. I want nothing to do with you. Goodbye. Can you not? Stay out. Chased me all the way. Alright. And I could just leave, but if I leave... Yeah, I hear you. I know you're wandering around town instead of being over where you're supposed to be. Hey, he's gonna follow me all the way. That's amazing. I played earlier. He didn't follow me nearly that far. Now he's chased me through the entire town. Now I could kill him. If I really wanted to, I could straight kill him now and be fine with it. I got the chalice. I got what I came for. I got what I came for. I can kill him now. Welcome to the Hall of Heroes. Ah, water. Water's good. Stay hydrated, kids. Look at all these golden cups. Look at them. They're shiny, bejeweled, glorious. Let's knock them all down. Alright, so you get a choice up here. You could choose this lady and get a spear, or javelin. There's a shield guy, he's not open yet. There's the centaur. There is this guy with the axe, which we can't get yet. And this guy with the sword. So there is no choice. There gets to be a choice after this one, but this one is, there's no choice. Here's the javelin. Give me the javelin.
Dan.
Yes?
Don't be shy. I've seen you giving me the eye. You may be weak and feeble like old men, but I like you, Daniel.
So you only have one eye.
Now listen up. Your bow and arrows are fine for itty-bitty jobs, but if you want to pack some serious heat, you should take this spear.
And spear again. Thank you for that. I'm going to immediately put it away for the bow. Honestly, I should be using those. It's going to save a little bit of health, but I will probably start using those a bit more in, I believe it's the next area. Let's see, it's the next area of the maze, the next area is the maze. So yeah, we'll probably end up using some of those into the asylum grounds. Now the asylum is a massive pain in the butt, so hopefully we have a bit of weaponry before we go in there. You dare challenge Jack of the Green? For someone without skin, you've got a lot of nerve. Burbs. So this area will start punishing the health. So we need to be fairly careful and fairly conservative of what we do damage-wise. Because this area gets to hurting pretty quick. Alright, so... we need to be careful. Ish. Ow. Okay. Alright. Yeah. That already hurt a lot more than it needed to. There's Jack of the Green, by the way. There he is.
Greetings.
And ignore the 5 frames per second mask on the wall.
And this maze is my domain. You are free to leave, but only once you've answered 4 riddles. Puzzles so fiendishly difficult, so perplexingly complex, that no man has ever solved them. Ha ha ha. Now, try my first riddle. At night they come without being fetched. By day they are lost without being stolen.
So, these puzzles basically refer to something that's in the maze. The more puzzles you solve, quote, solve, the more the maze gets unlocked. And the first riddle is stars. And you have to go find all 5 of the star shrubs hidden in his maze. In the meantime, we're going to kill a bunch of these Yoda-like creatures who are not very nice. There's another star right there. And I believe let's go to the right side here. What did I say about being careful with my health? Yeah, we're not. Hey, you go ahead and run through there. so we've gotten a couple of the stars. So there's money down there. Don't need it, but it would be nice if the merchant gargoyles sold health, but they do not. There's a star and a Zarok statue. Let's deal with that ceremoniously. Or unceremoniously, I guess. I don't know. It's gone. It's dead. There's the star.
Well done, sir. But my star riddle was but a puzzle. I always like to begin with an easy one. Return hither. You will not find my next conundrum so simple.
Kill all of the enemies. Could use a little bit of extra health here, but I'm not going to get it.
I live for laughter. I live for the crowd. Without it, I am nothing.
Alright. And so back into the maze we go. Double checking, make sure any other enemies have spawned or not. Not in this case. And again, you can follow the left, follow the right, doesn't matter. You'll get to where you need to go eventually. It is not a particularly complicated maze. That's unfortunate. And none of these have health in them, but they will appear occasionally. This is probably the first place in the game that you're going to run into where health becomes a significant issue. And just got to keep punching these things until they face the right way. Hammer helps. Are you serious with this? Come on. Well, we're gonna sit here for a minute and enjoy the maze that refuses to let it be solved. Oh. I could go one by one, but why not? Do all of them at once.
Yes, it was a clown. Very clever, I'm sure.
Just an annoying little puzzle.
For I wish to see the despair on your face when you hear my next cryptic.
I wish to see the despair in my face. Here's the despair in my face. Do you see it? Does everybody see it? Everybody sees it, right? I am despairing. I am in despair. Or dispense. Dispense? Dispense? These pants? I don't know. Alright, come here. I'm gonna hit you in the face with my hammer.
Face like a tree, skin like the sea. A great beast I be, yet vermin frighten me.
Alright. Before we solve that one, we're gonna go clear the way. one. There's two. Yeah, there are a bunch of cats around. We're not hurting the cats. Although the cats technically hurt us. There's our chalice. Alright. But you'll notice we can't go anywhere here. There is a very particular something that we need. So yet back into the maze, because there is something in the maze that should have opened. Up to and including some more guys wandering around that needs to be beaten up. Can I hit this wall? No. Nope. Wrong way. Where is it? Where's the item? Come on. I need my power up. I need my... Wait, did I get it already? No, I did not. Alright, well, we'll follow the maze again for a little bit here. There's no utensils in medieval times. How are the utensils in medieval times? Get a refill on your Pepsi. I would love some Coca-Cola or some Pepsi. Something to drink of the fizzy kind would be lovely. Oh yeah, there you go here. Oh, does this thing shoot? This thing seems like it would shoot. %. This thing is shooting at me. Okay, I got it. I need to kill like one or two more of those guards. Alright. But that whole process was to do this. And there's a little friend there who's now going to follow me. And now we take that little friend through the maze. And try to not get him caught by the other little friends wandering around. So we bring him here.
Did you spot my bluff? I pretended that riddle was hard, but in truth it was obviously an elephant. This time, however, I almost pity you. The answer to my next vexing enigma has eluded the finest minds of a whole generation. Come to me.
Ow, ow, stop it. Alright. There we go. Now we've got the ability to collect this. Done. We're going to go ahead and clear out a little bit more of this path. We're going to have to do it anyways. There are no health ups here. There is an explosive barrel. Can we get around it? There we go. There it is. Glorious, glorious health. So you get about 2 vials worth of health out of one of those. Yep. I have destroyed the whatever the heck it was. Alright. So that's going to be important. Alright, now that I've cleared the way and I feel comfortable with the progress, let's go ahead and pop that and run. Oh, yeah, I may have made a mistake. I summoned guys. Oh, whatever. Alright, now back to Jack of the Green. Again, I would like to take some hedge clippers to his face, but, you know, give him a little bit of a trim. Just a little bit.
I tolerate the moon and stars. I can't abide the sun. Banish me with torchlight and you'll see me turn and run.
And back into the maze. Thankfully, this one's not too bad to get to since I've cleared the way already. Yeah, this is a level you really don't want to die in because having to redo all of this would be quite annoying. That door? It is. And say hello to the moon of the darkness, that which shall have light shed upon. Come on. I want to do the catawampus pushing. There we go. There we go. Little catawampus. Shedding some light on the situation, as it were.
Blast you. It took me ages to come up with that darkness one. Very well. Outrageous as it seems, my vast intellect has been matched by your badly decomposed brain. Return at once and I shall give you your prize.
Quote, prize. The prize is getting out of this heckin' level. Literally, that's the prize.
You think you're so clever, don't you? Here you are, Sir Clever Clogs. I grant you free passage through my maze. Find your own way out.
Is that a prize? Is it really? I mean, is it free? Yeah, in the words of Phantom Train, no escape. It's exactly those words. I give you free passage. I freaking paid for that passage. Solving your doggone riddles. I paid for that passage. Alright, so here's another fun puzzle because... Actually, I'm going to do this real quick because it's going to make life a little bit easier. Alright, get into place. Come on. Ugh, come on. Gosh darn it. There we go. And some sorely needed help. And your exit is in the middle of the chessboard. Right.
Back and forth like a supernatural yo-yo. Maybe the master will make it harder to find those magic egg cups.
I'm gonna have to change this again anyways, but here we go. Back in again. We've got 9 of the magic egg cups, as he called it. I like how they all make the same sound effect when you hit them. Oh, the statues, the things, yeah. So she doesn't have anything else for us for the moment. We can buy the shield, lol. We could talk to him and see what he wants again. Or we could talk to this guy.
Hey, Mr. Fortescue, I want to talk with you. If this Zorak's so bad, why'd you get to go back? Why'd you of all people, Fortescue? It should be I, Blood Monatha, Skull Cleaver. When I lived, always I had a pile of slain strewn around me. You spend most of your time organizing a changing of the guard and playing croquet with the king. Still, I lend you my axe. You swing her, you throw her. She thirsts for a slaughter as much as I. Drink deep of demon blood, my proud beauty.
And also, like Thor, we have the really cool magic throwing axe. Alright, so, let's see. Do I need to refresh on any of my ammunition? I don't think I do. I don't think I've really been using it. I don't really use it. And now I have an extra reason to not use ammunition, because now I have this. However, this will be a bad place to try to use the throwable bit of it. This will be the area I finally use my enchanted sword, because this area just sucks. This is probably one of the hardest areas in the game. Also, I don't have much health. I probably should have thought about that before jumping in here. So we're going to put this here. Hang on just a second. I've got some things here. Check. Okay. Just checking on things. Things are still going good. All right, back to it. Apologize if you see the top bars of the game there. All right, so we have our magic axe. We're gonna be hopefully. Yeah, these guys will just massively wipe your health out, so you got to be careful. Oh, I forgot. Cannons. Gotta keep moving. Come on. I very much dislike flying creatures that are very difficult to hit, because they will just sap your health and there's very little you can do about it. Just keep swinging. Yes, I'll take the vial of health. This is a good time to start using the hammer. Wow, they hit like a truck too. Even when they don't actually hit you, they hit you. Thank you for the rewards. Oh. Remember that range of damage that just nails things behind you? Oh yeah. That's why I like the hammer. Oh. Happily, we'll take the energy vial. Good timing. This is why I like the hammer. Alright. Round and round the merry-go-round. The Fortescue tastes the zombie. Are you guys actually dead? Oh, hey. Statue, I can buy some refreshers if I need it. Where's the door? There it is. Alright. This is where this gets useful. Like I said, rough area. Got to get your dodging skills on. Oh, I don't. Oh. Yep, I got caught. Thankfully, they don't cross the barrier. Wait, why did only... And I fell in the pit and lost what was left of that bar of health. That's unfortunate. And... we got the chalice, we got the rune, we got the money. This poor unfortunate soul. Poor unfortunate soul. Anything here? Ah! Are you really, game? Immediately punished. I went back, took a cannonball to the face. I didn't even have time to react to it. Just immediately punished. Alright, let's free the mayor, or whoever this is. I don't know who it is. Mad Hatter. Whatever.
Oh, heck, am I glad to see you. That Zarek tried to force me to hand over the Shadow Artifact. He means to release the demons from their tomb under the enchanted forest. But I said to him, I said, you can't touch me, you lanky windbag. I'm the mayor. Aye, that's all.
Mayor.
But then he had me locked up in here with all these nutters. Oh, it's been terrible. I haven't managed to get a word of sense out of anyone in weeks. Right. Well, I'll see myself out, thanks. You have a good look around, lad. Zarek's left some stuff lying about that I think you might find useful.
Particularly that giant red gem floating by your head. I think I'll start there. And that'll do it for the asylum. Probably one of the rougher stages of the game, but fun. Back to the Hall of Heroes. I do like the axe, though. I like the axe a lot. You can keep moving and you keep chucking. Oh, look at all these. Oh, look at all these. Oh, glorious mugs. Alright, so, who can we talk to? Obviously, we can't talk to the sword guy yet, because that'd be too easy. Axe guy, we can talk to the horseman. We can talk to the shieldman. And yeah, so shield or horse guy. Horse guy's going to give us either a life vial or money, which is useless. Shield guy's going to give us a shield, which at this point is horseman.
Oh, Danielle. I've got something here I can give you, but I've no idea what it is.
I think it's a health vial.
Do you fancy a little gamble, Mike?
Absolutely. Okay, fire longbow. I don't know how you didn't understand what that is, because now I have throwing daggers, crossbows, longbow, fire longbow, as well as spears. So I've got plenty of chuggables. I'm actually stunned he didn't know what it was, even though he literally told me 1 or 2 trips ago what the bow is capable of. I don't know. I may be looking into it too much. It's fine. All right, where are we at? I'm going to take a quick trip back to Dan's crypt to get a sweet, quick... Those weapon descriptions are really amusing. I did kind of zip through them. I apologize. We'll look at them again here in a second. I'm going to go back to Dan's crypt, get a quick health up. Oh. Look at this. Let's see where I'm sitting on things. Now we take a look at the weapons too while we're sitting in. So we're about halfway through the game. I believe that is the chuckable daggers. I don't really need the daggers. I have to have that to leave. Money, that's another shield that I don't need. Health is what I was after. And wapow. What? Alright, so weapons. I've got the arm, handy when disarmed. The small sword, nearly blunt, swing it hard. The enchanted sword, just add magic. The club can take some heat, indeed it can. Hammer, used to crack skulls or walnuts. Lol. Axe, chops down trees and non-trees. Throwing daggers, throw these away. Crossbow, you could poke an eye out with this thing. Longbow for those on horseback or those with horsebacks. Lol. Ready, aim, fire. Spear today, gone tomorrow. Copper shield, less protective plate, more like dinner plate. True, the thing breaks almost instantly. Silver shield, penultimate protection. Well, there's only 3, so yes, penultimate would apply. Dragon gem, a sight for sore dragon eyes. Witch talisman, the perfect gift for the special witchy someone. And the shadow artifact, give a shadow demons a helping hand. Then, of course, the book of Gallomir, bestiary for beasts and non-beasts alike. Now, I haven't opened this, but basically you can go through and you can see all of the characters of the game. Daniel Fortescue, the gargoyles, all things. But there's also the earthworm. Morton the earthworm. I'm going to mention Morton. Morton was so happy when Dan died. Sure, he initially had a lot of housework to do, but now he's got the place himself, just how he likes it. Of course, Dan coming back to life was a bit of a shock, and Morton will do anything to keep his home buddy safe and get him back to the earthly darkness as quickly as possible. By the way, Morton the earthworm lives in Dan's head. I just want to point that out. Alright, moving on. Haven't seen him yet, but he lives in Dan's head. Alright, onward to a place that we've had access to for quite a while, but we did nothing about it because we needed things here. So you can hear voices in his head like Randy Orton. I mean, lol. So we're gonna do the anthill first. Now that I have the checkable axe, it's going to make going through here a little bit nicer. Alright, because these guys suck. Hey, can I come in? No? Cool. That's what I needed to get to, is this thing here. So remember the witch's talisman that we got way early in the game. Here's the other use for it.
Who has summoned the witch of the forest? Oh, it is you, Sir Fortescue. Forgive me, my lord. I have never met a real hero.
The quote, real hero. Get on with it.
Forgive me, just an old lady's little joke. In truth, I am glad to see you, Sir Fortescue. I need 7 pieces of amber that are hidden in the ant's nest. Bring them to me, and I can grant you a special reward. I will only offer you this quest this once. Are you willing to give it a try?
Abso-heckin-lutely.
Sorry, didn't I mention I'd have to shrink you to the size of an insect? Now hurry back.
Alright, so the Ant Cave is a level that's not on the major map, but this is one opportunity you get to do this. There is a bit of fun to be had here. Let's see.
Thank you for releasing me, sir. My people wish only to live our lives in blissful harmony with nature. But alas, the wicked Egg Queen has many of us imprisoned. Rescue my people, Mr. Fortescue, and you will be richly rewarded.
It's amazing how everybody and everything knows exactly who you are. I'm just saying. I mean, you wouldn't be a hero if they didn't know who you were. Excuse you.
Here we are. I shall open the entrance for you. These fireflies are my friends. They will light your way through the darkness below.
I'm opening a box. Can I open the box, please? Let me open the box. Let me open the box. Let me open the box. Fine. We're all fine here. How are you? Alright. So we're not going back up that way. We don't need to. But now we're going to follow the right wall. And we're going to murder ants. And grubs. And holes in the wall. And ants. Lots of ants. I've got the perfect tool to do it with. Alright. Does that go further down? They do. Alright. Can I go back up? Because I'm going to go to the left wall instead. I've decided. That's exit, so left wall. Let's do left wall. Sorry, I've been up since 5:30. Huh. Are you still awake? Did you not go to bed at all, my dude? Why? I know why I didn't, because I was busy with this, but... My goodness, my dude. Hi, by the way. We are about halfway through the game. We do have another hour left to our playtime here for this. I will probably be unable to beat the game today, but we're certainly going to give it a college try. Like I said, mostly this was just for just playing the game for funsies. I don't think saving the fairy creatures does anything more than just give you money. But I'm just following the left wall right now. Excuse me. It's like I woke up to this now. I want to see the end. I'm gonna try my best. The thing is, I'm not playing necessarily for completion. I'm just playing for casual, just having fun. So I'm gonna get as far as I can, and I, for the most part, 100% did everything up to this point. I'm sure there's a life vial or something I've missed somewhere, but we're going as far as I can. Gives you karma which you could use to buy more edge points. Wait, wrong universe, yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's a chalice here. I'm not going down there yet. I just realized that there's a chalice here, honestly. Which means... Oh, bugger. Okay. Which means we absolutely do need to finish this place out. Again, not intending to 100%, but it's turning that way. And we have only one or two more of these Firefly characters to find. The only complaint I have about, other than the camera controls always being kind of sucky, and there's nothing you're gonna do about that, is that there is a button that lets you flip the camera directly behind you, which is great, which is fantastic. It makes life a lot easier in that regard. The problem is it blanks the screen instead of turning the camera. So if I turn face, like the camera, like face to me, and then hit it, it does this. It blanks it, then turns it. Not a fan of that. That's why I haven't been using it. Alright, plenty of amber. I think we've gotten enough ants to get credit for the chalice. We still got one or two more of the fairy characters to find, though. Anywhere where it's like glowing, it's like, that's gotta be a thing right here. It's like, no, not really. And we've made it back to the beginning. Good lord. What I'll probably do is, if I don't finish it here on stream and RGL, if I have a chance to at some point later today, I'll finish it up on my own channel after I get some rest, and hopefully not while the trick-or-treating is happening, because some places will do trick-or-treating on the Saturday before Halloween, as is the case with my area. So I will try to finish it today if I don't finish it here. Not to self-plug, self-promote, but self-plug, self-promote. Alright, my guy. Where are you? I need my collectibles. I need my collectibles. We're gonna end up fighting the boss here before we find the collectible glass windows here. There's a shop. I'm gonna take one more pass on the right side here, because I don't want to keep this up forever. This is the kind of the boring stuff here, just hunting around looking for collectibles, especially when everything's dead. Oh, hello. I can't go in there. I hear an ant. I hear an ant. By the way, don't tell Ant that I'm killing his kin. Love the game. Which version of Medieval is your favorite? Well, this is the PS4 version of Medieval, and the PS1 version and this are identical aside for the graphics. So it's technically the same exact thing, but Medieval 2 is also a lot of fun. I had a copy of it ages past, but I don't know where it went. I've been kind of trying to hunt it down, and I haven't been able to track it down. I was looking for it before I jumped into this today, but I have not seen it. But I did play and beat both 1 and 2. A lot of fun in both cases. Highly recommend. Of course, this is a PS4 re-release. So if you are interested and you have a PS4 or 5, you have the ability to buy this. It is 100% the exact same game, except graphically more good. Oop, I'll take it. This is good news. It means I have a chance to find a dude here. See, that's what happens if you only follow the left or right wall. You don't come into the middle areas. That is not a thing, but I'm going to hit it anyways. There we go. Alright, well, oop, there we go. Got them all. Now we can leave. Actually, can we leave, or do we have to go all the way back to where that portal was? I don't remember. It's fine. Let's go fight the boss. If I can find it. Hopefully I get my prize for going through the effort. Let's get my axe back out. And we're back to the beginning. And I can't climb that, so clearly not the way to go. My intent was not to do 100%, but it's to play as I feel like I want to play, which is usually trying to 100% without 100%ing. But you know what? It's fine. This is a casual percent. This is me playing exactly how I would play normally. Which is why I never finish games, because I always try to do the 100%, and if I get frustrated because I can't 100%, then I end up not finishing. So, that's the gamer conundrum. Gotta do everything. Gotta get it all. But I can do slow walk here. But this is how I would generally play if I was playing casually. So this is exactly what I'm doing. And it happens to be pretty close to 100%ing. So we got another hour. I might get through a few more stages. Hopefully I do. Alright. We are on the right track. There's some more money just laying there. There's our vendor, which I don't think I have anything that needs filled at this point. Yeah, everything's loaded. Including the enchanted sword that I have yet to even use a single % of. By the way, point of no return here. I believe there was also a PSP Medieval game, which I believe I had when I had my PSP, but I actually had a PSP that I used so hard I wore the disc drive out, and then after some time I wore the memory card slot out as well because I used it so hard. PSP was a not the Vita, but the original PSP. PSP was a fantastic emulation console. I have never had a handheld that has competed with it for an emulator. I would love to get another one, but I'm gonna have to kill you guys before I can take care of the queen. Oh, that is a great weapon for this. It hits harder than a lot for the. You know, I've got the flaming bow. I could try that too. Actually, while I'm thinking about it. That's not really doing any more or less than the other thing, so I'm going to go ahead and just... Oh, well, I stand corrected. Probably should be using the hammer. It's a little bit more effective. This axe is great against the queen, but not so much against the ant buddies. Let's buff that back out. All right, come here. There you go. It is a fantastic range weapon, though. Oh, are you kidding me? Literally one hit away. Literally one hit away. Also, this thing is kicking my butt. This thing is just demolishing me right now. Stand up. Goodbye. I like to use the PS Vita as a PSP original OLED model. Yeah, the...
You have helped to free all the fairy people from the clutches of the filthy and scum. As a reward, I can grant you passage to the Hall of Heroes. I've never been there myself, but I've heard they got a free bar.
Maybe. They may have a free bar. I have yet to see it myself either. Hello?
Bless me, if it isn't Daniel, Lord of the Ants. Hold still, and I'll remove the shrink spell. Oh, lovely, lovely Amber. Here you are, Sir.
Also,
a wart-covered and cabbage-smelling old crone I may be, but I always keep my promises. I grant you my reward.
and if you didn't catch it, the reward was chicken drumsticks, which you can use to heal yourself a little bit. It's not a very strong heal at all, but you can use it to heal yourself. But more importantly, it acts as a bait for enemies, so it has multiple purposes. Yeah, it does not heal you for much at all. It is a very, very small heal. It's not really intended to be a major healing item, but you can use it that way. Alright, so we have Shield Boy and Swordman. Swordman open? No, of course not. Sword Boy is not open. Alright, so we're going to go get our next item, which is the shield. The gold shield.
Ah, Herr Fortescue. You are back on the battlefield, yeah?
Ja.
This is good.
This is good.
People say to me, Sturmgard, what do you think of this sword or that axe? But I say to them, nine! Modern warfare is a question of science, the science of shields. I think maybe you should take my shield, yeah? It is magic, Herr Fortescue. Some say it is better to have a magic sword than a magic shield, but I say to you that this is rubbish! So long as you use it properly, the shield will make you invincible!
No, I do not. Alright, we now have the gold shield. The gold shield has 400 defense on it instead of 250, like the silver. And I believe you can rebuy the gold one. In fact, you can. So you can repair the gold shield. Unlike the silver or the copper shields, you cannot repair. Alright, and we are done here. Now we get to go back to the place we just came from. We are going to go ahead and do a quick dive back into Dan's crypt again. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I get a little bit of extra health healed before jumping back into where I need to go. I don't need to keep getting the daggers. I do have to keep getting that. And I do want to do this again because there is a health vial behind this wall. And a bunch of extra money I could use to repair things. More importantly, the health vial as well in here. 2 of them. Come on. So that gives me a little bit of health back before I go charging on. So I'm not completely defenseless. Alright, now we go all the way back to the Enchanted Forest where we were. We just all the ant crap in there. But now we do the level properly. Mostly properly, at least. And this is about where my playing beforehand let off. So from here, it might get a little bit slower, but that's okay. We've already seen the intro. We're going to follow right wall rules here. Those guys are not giving me any... Okay, we're going to immediately not follow right wall rules here. Alright, I need earth room to get through that door. Yeah, these guys are all gonna punish me for running around like an idiot. Alright, so this way we can't go until we get the artifact. Alright, so we're gonna go this way, which is going to lead up. And there is a healing... You know what? There's a healing pool back here. I'm gonna use that. Is there something back here? I hear more things running around. There's an old RPG called Lands of Lore, Guardians of Destiny. I believe it's Lands of Lore... I think, no, that's literally the name. Lands of Lore, Guardians of Destiny. You can actually get an axe exactly like this that you can take, you can throw, but occasionally you'll get stuck on things, so you'll have to run up and collect it manually, which is really annoying. In the middle of battle, you're like, haha, I can kill things, and then it nails something and lands in a wall, and you can't, and it doesn't come back, and you've got to go collect it. It's kind of a pain. What if Thor's hammer didn't come back? It got stuck on something. Oh, bother. Alright, real quick. Sir, there it is. I use a ranged weapon, they spit at me. Get him! Yep. we are going to fall back down, so we're going to have to fight them. Nearly missed that jump. Alright, so this one we got to do quickly. Because this bird is just going to grief us the entire time. Because we're just destroying its younglings. Come on. Come on, get on the other side of it. Come on, controls, controls. You must learn control. Oh, heck's sake. And the entire time you're up here, it's just griefing you. Thank you. Back down. And this and a lot of them. Could be. Did that refresh? It did not. Okay, moving on. And where is the hovel? There it is. Oh, that's water. That is deep water. That's what happens if you dive into water. You just instantly lose a bobble. I'd rather not have to do this area again, so let's not jump in the water repeatedly. In before he jumps in the water repeatedly. Or gets knocked into the water repeatedly, either way.
None shall enter. The shadow demons are entombed within, separated from the world of goodness and light until the earth cracks open. No one, not even the Dark Lord Zarek, can release them without the shadow artifact.
Oh, you mean the thing that I picked
Leave
up?
now, or share their doom.
First off, I need to deal with this guy because he's annoying me. Alright. As it turns out... Alright, so here we go. What do we got?
Sir Dan, you must take the Shadow Demon Talisman. It is an unholy relic, but it may allow you to progress through Shadow Demon territory.
Okay. Fire. This, and this. That was entirely a guess. That was 100% unequivocally a guess. Just straight up. There's a chalice here. Oh, there is an exit, which I need to make use of. I think I guessed because it was, I went counterclockwise. Fire, the circle thing, the wind thing, and then the water thing. So fire, the circle thing, the wind thing, and then the tree, I guess. So that was entirely a guess. The chalice is here, but I haven't killed anything that's gotten me any experience at all. So we're gonna have to come back here as soon as we start. I was gonna say game.
What have you done? Once again, the shadow demons are wreaking havoc across the land, and it's all thanks to you. The single most destructive and wretched creatures in the history of the world, and you've given them an early parole. They will be heading for the ruins of King Peregrine's castle. Galamir is doomed.
Probably. Now we have... Now we have things we can murder. Oh, and they are absolutely murdering me. %. Why aren't you dead? Oh, I am about to be dead. Is there like a healing pool here somewhere? That would be great. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think it's time to eat the chicken. So excuse me while I eat my chicken. Oh! I'm gonna eat the chicken. So, how y'all doing? Hope y'all doing well. This is happening. Okay, I'm trying to be extremely careful here. Alright, now I'm somewhat lost. It's okay. Okay, so that lets me go back. Oh, and of course there's things there to keep me from going back easily. Okay, I can go back and get the chalice now, although that might be it would be a moot point. Alright, I need to eat chicken. I need to eat chicken. I need to eat the chicken. I need to eat the chicken. Alright, if I fall in... Oh. I was gonna say it would be a really bad thing if I fall in right now. Where's that chalice? It's a shame the chalice doesn't heal me. Why do you do that? I'm just gonna eat the chicken. I'm just gonna eat the chicken. Did I get... I did. I would rather lose a rather awkward and precious resource. Can I buy more chicken? No. Of course I cannot. Oh. Oh, I killed him. Oh, no, I didn't. He's just mad. Oh, and this is a boss, too. I have no energy, and I'm going after a boss. There's a healing thing up there. Can I have that now? Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. And dead. Am I gonna have to redo all of that now? Am I gonna have to redo all of that? Please tell me I don't have to redo all of that. I think that means I'm gonna have to redo all of that. Well, no, not all of it, but enough. Well, I know where to go at least, and I know how to get mostly back to where I was at. That hurts. That hurts a little bit. Some of these older games are a lot more brutal with their progression. Well, I know what I'm expecting now for the monsters, so I know what to be careful about. The axe will be a great weapon against the those demons. Completely knocked me off the platform. We're gonna do this again, are we? For frick's sake, let me back in there. Just in time to get hit again. Come on, out you go. Where is... there it is. Alright. As much as I don't want to have to do all this again, I'm gonna do it all again. Yeah, we got that message. Are you not... I was gonna say, are you not dead? Alright. Alright, so again it was fire, swirly, swirly, twirly.
Happy 3-hour mark.
Well, 3-hour mark in 40 seconds. Alright. We're gonna need every bit of that. I don't know why it keeps shoving me in the trees. Wow, you guys just don't want to die. You know what? I'm doing this probably way wrong. Alright, where is... I need more... Well, we're at it again. Making the effort. We're gonna eat all this chicken. It's happening. Okay, I need the axe. Tell you what, I'm not getting any younger. Let's go ahead and charge that back up. Alright. One more time into the fray. And I can't skip this cutscene even though I've seen it already. And I think, well, the axe is good. I just gotta make sure I don't fall off the freaking platform. I wish I could save state, but I can't. No! Okay, I need to get more health. I need to go get some more health and then come back in. I don't want to have to keep doing this for the rest of the day, but unfortunately. Let's get out to the map. I don't want to have to keep doing that, almost that entire level, with knowing that I have less than full health. I know there is some healing stuff there I can get close to full, but I might as well go in with full. The shadow monsters, unfortunately, are killer. I'm gonna hit Dance Crypt one more time. Come on. I think the gold sword is definitely a major boon there. I keep forgetting that I have that. It's absolutely doable, but I think I just kind of dud a little bit there. It's okay. Now I'm full health. Now I have complete and total preparation for this. I'm betting there's probably a health bottle somewhere I missed along the way prior to this point, but it's fine. Alright, let's get back to the Enchanted Forest and give it another college try. So I want the axe, not the hammer. And I do want the gold sword, but that gold sword will specifically be for when I take on the... resume. I need this, please. Alright. We can ignore most of these guys. And we'll hang on to the health pool there until we get back down. I hoped to be a little bit further than this, but unfortunately, like I said, it wasn't intended to be a speed run. It was just intended to be fun, casual. Take out the frogs because they'll knock me down if I don't. Alright, let's try this again with a little less. Are you serious? Come on. I pushed it. And unfortunately, no matter where you are in that top area, it will hit you. As long as you're in the top area. Alright. So the healing pool at the bottom can heal at least 2 full bottles worth of energy. I have lost a full bottle's worth of energy. And there are a bunch of frogs down there that will probably consume the rest of it. Come here. Yep, there it is. Are you serious right now with this? Just let me have my moment. Let me have my moment. Okay. There's a little less than a bottle's worth left. Alright, I got the key. I gotta whip back around, go in here. Carefully.
None shall enter.
Yep, I know. Round 3. You wonder how some speedrunners know these patterns or figure these patterns out. And it's just like, well, as many times have I done it in one sitting. Sooner or later, you just start remembering things. Alright. I got the magic sword. Let's go. I want my chalice, gosh darn it. Wrong way.
What?
Oh, they decided to join me here. Okay, back we go. Very quickly. Well, we have a significant amount more health than we did previously. We don't have the golden sword charged, but at the moment that's actually fine. Put that there. The axe is actually doing just fine against the flying goobers that I'm going to be fighting here. I might have to beat Monty Python to do it. Which one am I doing? What for? I'm sorry, I missed the... I missed the joke, the comment, the... Oh, wait. I do have it now. Oh, the Holy Grail, right. Oh, I really don't want to fight another one of you. I don't need to. Y'all are just in the way at this point. Fortunately, not 4 full health bars, but I can fall a couple times and be okay. Hope not to fall at all, but... Okay, so the trick is the platform will tilt the way that it's not going to drop. So if it tilts to the left, that's the side you want to be on. If it tilts to the right, that's the side you want to be on. Okay, can you let me hit you? God, get wrecked. Alright, now let's not bork this by literally immediately falling to my death. Okay, let me have this. Let me have this moment. Heck's sake. Alright, well we got the gold key, which means we gotta go back down here. We gotta go ahead and get some more health. Actually, there's vials over there. I could just grab those instead of this pool, but they know you're gonna be hurting after all that crap. They know it, that they give you 2 recharge pools and 2 health vials. They know you're gonna be crying for things. I'm already turned around. Where is... Okay, yeah, we gotta go back through here again. Well, I've got the health vial, so I can just carefully... I don't care about the extra gold. It does not appeal at the moment. And the only reason I did all of that is so I can come back here. Oh, for frick's sake. One more Hall of Heroes visit. You got something to say?
Back and forth like a supernatural yo-yo. Maybe the master will make it harder to find those magic egg cups.
It wasn't harder to find, it was harder to get. There is a difference. Look at this. Stupid cups. Alright. So let's see who's got a treasure for us. It is not Spear Lady. It is not Shield Man. It is not the Centaur. It is, in fact, Axeman. And I need one more chalice after this to get the next sword, which is
10,000 courses for this guy. I bet money you be back pushing all daisies by now. Hey, I have something here for you. You like it very much? You want?
Sure. No. I don't need money. Money's like the last thing I need. Stupid cups. Stupid cups. Stupid cups. Alright, let's charge whatever's not charged up, I guess. I'm gonna spend 80 bucks for 8 arrows. Yeah, sure. Alright. Let's see. We've got 10 minutes left on my time. Let me see if the next person is ready. If JKL is ready, maybe I'll cut off a little bit sooner. But we have left in the game. We have about 3 or 4 left. Well, we've got probably quite a bit of game left here, unfortunately. JKL, if you're out there, let me know. As soon as you're about ready, we'll go ahead and get ready to switch over to you. But this is Medieval. Medieval is a fun game. I've had a lot of fun playing it. That was the Enchanted Forest. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. We're about halfway through the game. A little bit more than halfway, maybe closer to 2/3. So unfortunately, not as far as I'd like to have gotten. I don't see any immediate response out there. You are here. Okay. Yeah, if you're ready, I'll go ahead and I'll stop a little early. I do appreciate everybody's patience with a very, very, very casual Medieval playthrough. And I'm going to go ahead and say thank you. And I'm going to go ahead and get the next game horror stuff going here. So y'all have a wonderful day. Stay tuned. We've got another full 2 days and partial going all the way through Deep Monday, about the same time here, with plenty of fun stuff for you and your fun stuff for your faces. So stay tuned. It's a coming.